Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the podcast where we dive into the latest and greatest in the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and we're excited to have you join us today. We've got a lot to talk about, but let's start with the big story from last night. The Houston Texans' impressive 2010 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. The Texans' defense was on fire, shutting down Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' high-powered offense. Mahomes had a tough night, throwing for just 23 yards and no touchdowns, and the Chiefs were unable to get anything going against the Texans' stingy defense. The Texans, on the other hand, got a solid performance from their quarterback, C.J. Stroud, who threw for 23 yards and a touchdown. This win was huge for the Texans, who are now riding a 5-game winning streak and are right in the mix for the AFC South title. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are struggling to find consistency, and this loss is sure to raise some concerns about their ability to make a deep playoff run. But what's really interesting about this game is the larger implications it has for the NFL playoffs. The Texans are now a serious contender in the AFC, and their defense is looking like one of the best in the league. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are facing some tough questions about their offense and whether they have what it takes to make another Super Bowl run. We'll be breaking down all the angles of this game and what it means for the NFL playoffs. But first, let's take a look at some other news from around the sports world. The Kansas City Chiefs' struggles are just one part of a larger story about the ups and downs of the NFL season. We'll also be talking about the latest developments in the NFL playoff picture and what teams are looking like they might make a deep run. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into the world of sports now, and what a weekend it has been. The Kansas City Chiefs, once the kings of the AFC West, are now on shaky ground after their loss to the Houston Texans. This 2010 defeat not only marks the end of their reign, but also puts their postseason hopes in jeopardy. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what's going on with the Chiefs? Well, let me tell you, it's been a season of struggles for them, especially when it comes to their offensive line. They've had to deal with injuries left and right, and it seems like every week they're losing another key player. The latest hit came with Wanya Morris going down with a knee injury that will keep him out for the rest of the season. This is not just about one player or one game, it's about the bigger picture. The Chiefs have used 17 different offensive line combinations this season, which is unprecedented. You can't expect to maintain consistency and protect your quarterback when you're constantly shifting pieces around. And let's not forget, Patrick Mahomes, their star quarterback, had one of his worst games against the Texans, throwing 3 interceptions without a single touchdown pass. The question now is, can the Chiefs turn it around? They're currently sitting at 6-7, 2 games behind the Texans for that final playoff spot. Their road to recovery doesn't get any easier either, with upcoming matches against the Chargers, Titans, Broncos, and Raiders. Sportsline gives them a mere 9% chance of making the playoffs, which is a stark contrast to their usual dominance. This story isn't just about the Chiefs' downfall, but also about the Texans' rise. Houston's defense has proven itself to be a force to be reckoned with, capable of taking down even the toughest opponents. Their victory over the Chiefs is a testament to their strength and strategy on the field. As we watch the rest of the season unfold, one thing is clear: nothing is set in stone. Teams can rise and fall in the blink of an eye, based on injuries, performances, and plain old luck. The Chiefs' situation serves as a reminder that even the mightiest can fall, but it's how they respond to these challenges that will define their legacy. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I want to dive into the exciting world of college football, specifically the Heisman Trophy race. The finalists for this prestigious award have been announced, and what a talented group it is. Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia, Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin, and Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love are all vying for the top honor. Mendoza's performance in the Big Ten championship game was nothing short of impressive, leading his team to a historic win against Ohio State. He's now the heavy favorite to take home the trophy, but Pavia's incredible playmaking skills and ability to lead Vanderbilt to new heights can't be overlooked. Sayan's consistency and accuracy as a quarterback are undeniable, and Love's explosive running abilities have made him a standout player in the league. As we look at these four finalists, it's clear that each of them has brought something unique and special to the table this season. But in the end, only one can be crowned the Heisman Trophy winner. Will it be Mendoza's leadership and clutch performances, Pavia's electrifying plays, Sayan's precision passing, or Love's dominant running? We'll have to wait until Saturday night to find out. As we await the announcement of this year's Heisman Trophy winner, I want to leave you with a thought. What makes a player truly deserving of this award? Is it their statistics, their leadership, or something intangible that sets them apart from the rest? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is certain. This year's crop of finalists has raised the bar for college football excellence. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.